Right, what's going on, people? Ring Roadmap here, and today we're gonna talk about Malik Zinad versus Dimitri Bivil, a fight which we may not really want as much as I bet it'll be a Bivil fight, but I watch him. I gave it a shot. I gave it a chance to watch this guy, and look, he's actually pretty good. Okay, so I highly recommend you guys to actually watch him as well. The first one that we'll see a lot from Malik Zinad is you guys see how long this motherfucker is. Now, I tried looking up his reach, I tried looking up how long he is, and if he's actually longer than Bivol. I couldn't find shit. So if you guys know how long this guy is, just let me know in the comment section. But, by the looks of it, it looks like he's longer than Bivol, okay? And that is demonstrated by the fact that he doesn't really step in on his 1-2. So you're gonna see the stiff 1-2 right here. What he does is, he just stands in front of you, right? Waits for you to freeze. And then he shoots the stiff 1-2, not really stepping much into it. And then here again, you'll see that stiff 1-2. Okay, so from this mid-range position, he just throws that 1-2 without actually stepping in. Here's another one, boom. Okay, so it throws that flicker jab, boom, 1-2. No stepping at all, he can reach it very easily with that 1-2. And then here again, just waits for you to raise that guard up. He waits for you to freeze, he waits for that empty moment that you may have. And then he exploits it by throwing that 1-2. Now, he can definitely work more in his position on that shot, but nonetheless, it's effective. It has a pretty good snap on it. And look, if they stand in mid-range, if he stands in mid-range with Bivol, I think he's going to put up a pretty good match, okay? And he's going to have those snapping shots. He's a little bit faster than Bivol punch for punch, in my opinion, okay? He's a little more flashy. In terms of raw speed, he actually has a faster 1-2 than Bivol, so that's going to be something that we should be on the lookout for. If they stand in mid-range at arm's length, who's going to get their shots off first, okay? Bivol has more combinations, but in terms of raw speed, Malik Zinad is definitely faster than him, okay? And I was actually surprised when I first watched Zinad as well. So the next thing we'll see though, however, is his lack of tightness in his guard, okay? And that's why a lot of times he gets hit with check hooks or with lead left hooks in general. As you can see there, he got hit with that left hook. So it was that 1-2 really open on that side. He tried to make up for it by moving backwards, and then there, try to block it. Even when he tries to block it, it's not really that tight. Okay, so it's really dangerous to again, right there, you can see that opening on that right cheek, right? As he throws that 1-2. Doesn't really have a solid guard to block in. Doesn't step back as well after that stiff 1-2. And for that reason, it's very easy to time him on that right hand with a left hook. Again, here, stiff jab. Boom, he got grazed right there with that left hook. I think he's going to get hit once again here. One. Or no, that is actually it. There's no follow-up anymore. And then here, let's see if this is a 1-2 or a jab. There it was more of a lead left hook. He tried to counter with a short right, but it was kind of awkward, okay? Now, this is going to be not much something that he should be concerned about because the Soviet style by nature is not really left hook centric. In fact, it's not even hook focused to begin with. It's not focused on hooks. It's not focused on wide shots, okay? So it doesn't have to worry much about him getting caught with a check hook, because I rarely see it from Bivol. The only time I see Bivol actually throwing the check hook is on the inside, right? You see that fight with Canelo? Canelo was trying to shoot some body shots inside, and Bivol just caught him with his elbow, with his left elbow, and then he threw a catch and shoot left hook on the inside, but it doesn't really throw it much from long range. When it throws it from long range, his left hook is usually done Soviet style with the palms pointing to the floor, so it's gonna be a different punch altogether, and that's not really something that Malik Zinad should worry about. Bivol doesn't really have a check hook from long range, okay? So if he throws out 1-2, just make sure to keep his distance, right? And again, that's not something that he should be fully concerned about getting hit with, because Bivol rarely throws it. Another one that is very open for Zinad is that overhand right, okay? So he throws that flicker jab. So right here you can see him throw that flicker jab. Well, he didn't actually throw the flicker jab there, but his guard was down. So his opponent led with an overhand right. He was able to catch him over the top. Here, another one, boom. Clean overhand right there. And again, Malik Zinad, because of how long he is, he tried to extend that lead hand, and he tried to use his reach as his form of defense, but it wasn't enough at that time because his opponent was able to cover the distance, and he was able to sneak in that overhand right. And there again, he gets caught with that overhand right, catches it pretty well. And guys, if you don't know this Pampelon dude, he's actually pretty heavy-handed. I did watch some of his highlights. He is pretty heavy-handed for that weight, and so you cannot just sit here and say, oh, that was a bum, that's why Zinad was able to take his shots. No, the guy was actually pretty heavy-handed. And he took a lot of shots on the chin as well. So Zinad has a pretty decent chin. Now the next thing we'll see is that flicker jab reset. So he throws a flicker jab right here, and then he pauses for a long time in mid-range, right? He doesn't really do anything after he throws that flicker jab because he's looking to reset the position of his hand, and he's also trying to relax that shoulder so he can fire off that flicker jab with the same quickness the next time around. Okay, so he throws that flicker jab, tries to shake it off, and in the middle of shaking off in mid-range, he gets caught with a jab in arm's length as well. So that's something that he should be definitely improving on, or that's something that he should definitely work on. And whenever he throws that flicker jab, he gets lazy, he freezes in mid-range, and that's why, as you can see there, he got caught with that jab of his opponent. Then here again, you can see him freezing in mid-range, right? Not really being active, and then he got caught right there again. Gets his head snapped back. Okay. Let's see another one right here. He's gonna throw a flicker jab, freezing once again, freeze. Not really moving much, boom, keeping his head on the center, and then he gets caught with that jab as he was trying to reset and as he was trying to rest at mid-range, okay? So definitely work on that. It's gonna be a disadvantage for him to do that in this fight because Bivil, unlike this Pampelon dude, Bivil knows how to go in and out. Bivil does compound attacks. Bivil doesn't just stand in front of you waiting for your flicker jab. Bivil does not just stand around waiting for your 1-2. So it's gonna be a much more difficult fight. And I think you guys already know my prediction for this fight. I got Bivil via decision on this one. I just don't see Zinad truly figuring him out. And look, he looked good against these opponents because they don't really have the same movement as Bivil. But when Bivil steps in there, it's going to be much harder. The movement is not going to be as easy to figure out. And that 1-2 of Zinad won't be able to land with the same precision. Simply because in order for him to land that shit, he actually needs to plant his feet. And he actually needs to set his position in order to throw that 1-2 and those other shots that he has. So in terms of volume, in terms of output, in terms of movement, Bivil has the advantage, plus the experience, plus the size. However, I do think that Zinad is a little bit longer. So that's something that he can take advantage of, and he can potentially... I don't really know if the best game plan for him is to box with Bivil. I think he should push forward. He's got the length to do it. He's got the speed to do it. And so if he can pressure Bivil or if he can take away the lateral movement of Bivil and the in and out bounce of Bivil, then he has a good chance right here to make it close. I'm not saying win, but to make it close. Anyway, I got Bivil by decision, but you guys should definitely watch Zinad. He's got a pretty good future, but some people will call him boring. I actually put him in the same category as Shakur Stevenson in terms of being boring. But if you're into the sweet sounds of boxing, then you'll definitely appreciate his skill as well. So that was it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.